The next global war won't be about oil, it'll be about water. What if the next global war isn't about oil, but about something you use every single day? Water. When was the last time you felt truly thirsty? Not just a little dry, but real thirst. The kind that makes it hard to think, hard to focus, hard to function. Because right now, somewhere in the world, that's already happening. The first place this becomes dangerous is the Middle East. In countries like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Qatar, there are almost no rivers, no lakes, and almost no natural. Now imagine that feeling lasting not for minutes, but for days. They rely on machines. How do millions of people survive in the desert? Massive desalination plants that turn seawater into drinking water. In some of these countries, up to 90% of drinking water comes from these machines. And if those machines stop, even for a few hours, water stops. And when water stops, everything stops. Hospitals stop working. Homes lose water. Cities begin to shut down. Entire economies can slow down or collapse. In today's world, water infrastructure is no longer just infrastructure. It is a strategic target, because you don't need to destroy a country to collapse it. You just need to shut off its water. Desalination plants, pipelines, dams, and water facilities are now some of the most important structures in a country. At first, people don't panic. They wait. They think the water will come back. But then hours pass. Then a full day. And the water still doesn't return. That's when people start searching for alternatives. And they all turn to the same thing, bottled water. But bottled water is not a real solution. In a real crisis, it disappears fast. Within hours, store shelves are empty. Within days, supply trucks stop coming. And prices don't just go up, they explode. And that's when fear begins. Because when water becomes scarce, everything becomes unstable. And this isn't just a Middle East problem. This is global. Around the world, countries are already struggling with water shortages. Rivers are drying. Underground water is being used faster than it can refill. Droughts are becoming more common. And populations are still growing. Experts warn that by 2030, global demand for water could exceed supply by 40%. Think about that. Nearly half the world could face water shortages. Not oil. Not gold. Water. The one resource every human needs every single day to survive. So maybe the next global conflict won't start with soldiers crossing borders. Maybe it won't start with missiles in the sky. Maybe it starts quietly, with drought, with empty reservoirs, with failed crops, with food shortages, with people forced to leave their homes, with economies starting to collapse, and millions of people asking the same question: where did the water go? Because the most important wars of the future may not be fought with guns, but with control over water. Water is power. Water is survival. Water is the future. And the scariest part is, this crisis has already begun. Subscribe to The Borderline Show.